I got 73 wasp stings running away because I was trying to get the cougar from out from under my goddamn porch. But it's a good planet, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it's just different. Literally, everything's different. But
I love traveling over there because it's so amazing. It's just like, yeah, and that's exactly how I feel about it too. It's like it's so different and just cool, you know?
well, it's 'cause I go to German class every day. So
Right?
so half of my day is literally spent speaking a different language around people from all different parts of the world, including Ukraine, Syria, Afghanistan, Russia, Romania, and then there's like me, the American, in the back.
Now, are you good at picking up the languages?
Well, with German,
I'm terrible at it. It's like,
well, with German, I mean, if you go every day and you have a good enough teacher,
right. Yeah, I'm so bad at it. It's like I'll learn 10 words and then forget them like a half an hour later.
well, the thing is like music, you have
But
to,
you use it all the time, you know.
yeah, that's the thing is
That's phase. You got to use it all the time.
when every day you know that you're going to, you know what I mean?
Right.
it
When I lived out in LA, I could speak Spanish fucking fluently. And as soon as I moved out of LA, I completely lost every aspect of it.
uh, uh,
But when I grew up in an Italian family that's always, they spoke Italian like 24/7, and they never spoke English at home. And after I was like 6 years old, I completely lost it. My great grandmother died, the family split apart, and I never spoke it again. I will find it.
yeah, it's like it's one of those things that until you start replacing one word with another regularly, not just mentally but also
Right?
verbally, then it doesn't really kick in. But when you know what it's like modulating in music. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
Like if you can modulate, you can.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like right after I like cracked my skull open in Missouri. It's like I forgot everything I had ever known about music. But all of a sudden I can play the piano. Can't play the guitar, but I can play the piano. and, and then I had to relearn how to play the guitar. And I became a really good drummer for some reason. That's weird. But
Sheesh.
and I went to Nashville, and that was a bad place. But I got back here to Baltimore, and Rodney summoned me, quite literally summoned me. He was like, I need you at the pie shop, man. I need you to bake some pies with me, and I need your weirdness, and we got to play some music together. And I was like, sold.
I mean, when someone offers you puts down an offer like that, you're like, okay, this. What about
Yeah.
what part of this sentence don't I like? Let me think here.
Well,
Hmm.
that was the thing. It was like he and I started doing the pie thing together at the very beginning of it. We ran out of T-shirts in Gainesville, Florida, and, and Rodney. We were staying with this chick that I used to hook up with, and she had this huge kitchen, and Rodney's pacing back and forth in the kitchen. And I'm like, "What's up with you, man?" He's like, "I need to get to the grocery store, man. I'm going to bake some pies tonight. And I'm going to sell them at the gig. I'm like, what? All right, you fruitcake. So I'm like, Andrea, can I use your van? I want to take Rodney to the fucking Giant. and he did like an apple pie, cherry and bacon on top of it. And he goes, that's an Elvis pie. And I'm cracking up. And sure as shit, we sold out of pie before we even started playing. And we came back to Baltimore, and we were living together at the time. And we had this apartment on Kenwood Avenue, like right by Patterson Park. And then it was full-time operation. As soon as we got back, we had tiny little oven. It's like, we're baking pies all day. 5 pies come out of the oven, you get in the van, and you go around and sell them to restaurants. And it was like a full-on, like 24-hour shift with me. And we came up with a dangerously delicious pie logo with the pie with the crossbones. Our friend Phil helped us out with that. And we played at Night of 100 Elvises, which is this thing that happens in West Baltimore every year. It's like they probably have, I don't know, 200 or 300 bands in a 3-day span play 2 Elvis songs. And it's at Lithuanian Hall in Swibo. And so we unveiled the gigantic pie with the crossbones logo and there, and we were selling pies there. And it seeded the money to get him to do his first shop. He's got like 20 of them now. That's how it all started. But it was cool that, like, right at my bottom, he was like, J-Love, man, get your ass back to Baltimore. I need you back in Baltimore, man. I need you to make some pies, man. Like, all right, you wacko. And he's like the older brother I never wanted. I love him. He's fucking great. We used to play in the Back Alligators together. And then when the Back Alligators split up, he started the Glenmont Popes, and I was in a band called Jackpot. It was just like this old school legendary, like, Baltimore punk band that had been around forever. And me and the drummers started Johnny Love and Speed out of that. And that's how all that started. It's like a very incestuous fucking thing. Like every band that comes out of Baltimore, we've all played at each other's bands. All of us.
Yeah, like, it's like same
Wrathchild, Godsmack. We're all in each other's bands.
It is the same with Chattanooga when I was there. It was incestuous is such a good word for it. Like, I think shit, I've known you since about 2007. It was the Johnny Love and Speed era, and we did that one gig together, and then we had a. Well, I don't think the viewers and the listeners need to know details, but we had a party, and that was fun. Right. That was cool. And Dexter. The space bag. I'll never forget that. We had the bag of wine.
Oh my God.
And Dexter Romweber was like, do you guys mind
Dexter Romweber, I love him so much.
He's so good.
I love that guy. He's so good.
Yeah, he showed us both the major. He showed us both the major 6 chords that
ever.
Oh my God, dude! We can sit here and like, yeah, he showed me and you a major 6 chord that night. Remember?
Right. Yes, exactly.
And I'll just never forget.
When I was
like Dex, like being so timid, being like, "Can I have some of your space bag?" God bless him. He's amazing.
I love him. I love him so much. He's always been weird. But back when he was like drinking and on drugs and really screwed up, he was still just as weird as he is now. I mean, he's never really changed. It's like I can't really tell the difference.
Well, I appreciate that because
he's always been a nice guy, and he's always been like this, you know, like to me, he's like I don't know, he's like on some different plane that I can never fucking reach, because he's like my favorite singer ever. I mean, for real, he's my favorite singer. I love the way he sings. I love the way he plays guitar, but I love the way he sings. And he's so next level. You know, just watching him play is just like a treat every time I've ever fucking seen him. You know, and I've seen great singers and stuff, but Dexter's got a certain thing, you know. There's a certain raspy, there's a certain crooner, there's a certain attitude that just fucking melts my heart every single time I've ever seen him play. And he's never lost it. And it's a big deal to me. Every time I ever get to hang out with him or whatever, it's like wow, cool. like I'm hanging out with Dex. It's like, yeah, I'm a total dork about it.
Yeah,
for real.
Anytime that Dex was going to be playing, I was going to be there, and I saw him with Sam, and I saw him as was drummer, and I saw him with Sarah at Heavy Rebel before she passed.
Oh yeah, and fuck!
It was
so sad.
It was such a force of nature.
That's so heartbreaking.
I am so glad I got to see
bad for him.
I'm so glad I got to see the two of them.
I haven't talked to him since probably the last time I was hanging out with him.
Yeah,
it was probably the last.
I think I saw him one more time, and I think I think I saw him one more time after that. But I got to see him with Sarah, and just like the you can really see the flow, the dynamic between them. It was just pure power, and it was only two people, and it felt like an orchestra.
Right, exactly. Him with Sammy, Crash Laresh.
Yeah.
Crash Laresh is a bad motherfucker, but it's kind of jazzy all over the place. With Sarah, it was like so hardcore, like really, like locked in, and with Crow, it was just magic, you know. I love watching him play. No matter what drummer he has, he's going to do something awesome with it. But there was a lot of different dynamics there. You know, Crash Laresh is a freaking great drummer. For real, man. That guy's fucking... he was playing with the Phantom Rockers when I met him. And I was on the road with the Phantom Rockers when he joined the Phantom Rockers. And we were on the road for... like over a year together, and I loved watching him play the drums. He's such a unique drummer, very much so. The drummer I got now, I've got Mike Strum, who's CJ Ramon's drummer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and his wife is playing bass. And Sasha Squire, from old school fucking like 45 Grave days, is playing keyboards for me. So I've got a great freaking lineup right now.
Wow.
My new band is sick, dude. It's really fucking good.
Talk about it.
It's absolute. You know, I had no expectations going into this. Like, for real, I had no expectations whatsoever. I've been disappointed so many times, you know, and the very first rehearsal, it was like rainbows. Shit were just appearing as we started playing. Like,
yeah,
it's so natural. It's so natural to all of us in the band. It's like, it's so like, the only thing we argue about is like, yeah, we're going to be called the Model Tease. Tease. Model Tease.
I think it's a wonderful name. Not
I'm
only
the only person that likes that name.
I love it. It's a play on words. And
Everybody's trying, right?
Who doesn't appreciate a play on words?
So I'm appeasing everybody. I'm going, all right, well, Mike and I will dress up as like 1920s flapper girl zombies. and Carrie and Sasha will dress in the pinstripe gangster suits with the fedoras. So we're still trying to figure that part out. Our first gig's on April 8th. We're going to open up for the Gunsmoke Centers from Jersey, and at the Pie Shop, and an afternoon Saturday show. It's going to be sick, without a doubt. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, so we're all figuring out logistics right now, but the music is sounding amazing. Mike is such a fucking crazy good drummer, and for real. And Carrie is a crazy good bass player, and she plays one of those Dan Electro basses with like the really long, like, you know, the super long cutaways.
Yeah.
And then she's got a Rickenbacker too. That's her backup.
That's right.
And it's cool as fuck. And Sasha plays a fucking Juno, like old school 80s Juno keyboard. Just kills it, you know. I couldn't ask for a better band, you know, in a million years, for real. It just gelled instantly. And I'm really excited about that. It's so natural. And Mike is like king of all dad jokes. like every 3-4 minutes, he's got another one that he's going to comment on whatever's happening. and he's hysterical. And so I love my band. There's no hostilities. Like every other band I've ever been in my entire life has always been kind of like this, like I don't know. It's been tension, you know. This is nothing like that. This is all happy. It's all happy. It's all family, friends kind of thing.
I think a big
man,
part
I'm so excited about that.
I think a big part of it might also be that finding people who genuinely want to play the same stuff and are good at playing the same stuff.
Right. Yeah, and nobody in the band is like, you know, I mean, Mike came out of CJ Ramon. Carrie plays, you know, she's a jazz bass player. Sasha is like goth keyboardist. So it's like, it just gels so well together, and everybody's like super friendly, and you know, it's all happy. You know, that's such a gigantic dynamic that I've never had in any band I've ever been in. It's always been like this. All right, do this. You know, it's always been like some kind of weird tension or something. This is all just like, let's fucking play some music, you know. And it instantly, I mean, you know, the music just comes together. It's wild. We're doing like a weird, like Munsters, Addams Family, and the dun, 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 dun. Like a medley.
I appreciate that.
Instrumental.
It's very.
We're throwing them all together, and it sounds killer. And Sasha's got that crazy organ going on.
Oh, does he give it a good shake every now and again?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
What are you up to musically right now?
Musically, basically, I've just been kind of woodshedding and making sure that my set list is ready to go when I get back out to playing live. I've been in school every day, so playing music.
Right on.
Playing music
in school.
Yeah.
In school.
Yeah, I'm in German.
Right on.
I'm in German class every day. And
oh wow.
Yeah, it takes up my time, and I have homework and such, Hausaufgabe, if you will. And
I see your chicks getting better and better and better at guitar all the time, man.
Dude, not only can she play, but also she makes
she's rocking, dude.
Well, she makes so much amazing art too. Like she spends so much time at her desk just taking nothing and then just creating just this amazing piece.
Yeah, she's a badass, dude. I was so happy when you guys got together, man. For real, man. I was like, yeah, that fucking makes sense. I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely so happy for you guys.
It's been it's you know, like when they say that, you know, I don't know how it's possible that today was better than yesterday. It's kind of
right.
It's kind of like that.
I love that, dude. I'm so fucking happy for you, man. For real, dude. I've always loved you, dude. And man, it absolutely warmed my heart when I saw you guys get together. I was like, yeah, that's fucking rad.
Well,
and you're over there now, and you're over there, and it's great. Then how cool is that?
That's
so rad.
You're gonna have to visit.
Yeah, absolutely. I cannot wait to. Absolutely cannot wait to fucking get over there and play, man.
Well, not just play, but do
some play and fucking hang out and fucking
shit. We'll probably do some recording
and give me some of that really terrible fish stuff.
Terrible fish stuff. I don't know. I live in Saarland. I'm on the border of France and Luxembourg, so we have.
Right on. Fuck. You're fucking.
Yeah, we have German French cuisine.
It's perfect. Oh man, I cannot wait.
Funny enough, though.
Cannot wait to visit.
Funny enough, though, because I do a lot of cooking too. But you know, even though like I live in Germany, like last night I made gumbo. You know what I mean? I'm still making American dishes.
Right on. That's fucking awesome.
But I use German. I use German Rindwurst as the sausage.
I just got my Gretsch back.
Oh yeah.
The other day.
Yeah.
And of course, the day I get my Gretsch back, I cut the tip of my finger off.
Jesus Christ.
At the pie shop. So it is quite full of super glue at the moment.
So is like the tip of your finger a topping that I can order specially?
Ancient Chinese secret.
I can order that specially, the tip of your finger. Right? Yeah. It's like a limited run, like it's a prize, like the golden fucking ticket. Yeah. Like if you find the pizza with Johnny's finger in it, you get a lawsuit.
Yeah, I want to know what pie that. I'm sure it went into a pie.
Deep joy. Sorry, kids, that wasn't a meatball.
I think it went into a quiche, actually.
Quiche is, I don't know, that's the food that's like Jedi food. You have to have patience to make that.
Bacon, onion, Gruyere, quiche. I think that's what it went into.
Yeah. It's got a little Mob Town flavor.
That's Mob Town swing, baby.
Yeah, baby.
We played last night. Well, I was working, and I didn't know anybody was playing last night. It was me and Sasha, my keyboard player. She was bartending. I was fucking doing pies in the back, and Rodney came in and he goes, "Hey man, I'm gonna play tonight." And we're like, "Who you playing with?" He goes, "Me, myself, and I. You ever heard of it?" I was like, "Nope, not familiar." Rodney's a fucking weirdo, and I love him to death. But he's going out on the road like the 2nd of February for like almost 2 months. He's hitting everywhere in the States, and he's fucking going up to Canada and then coming back. And so he needed to rehearse. And so, yeah, I'm playing tonight. So he played about like 5 or 6 songs, which were awesome, man. He fucking killed it. It was really good. And then he's like, "Man, I'm tired, man. I'm ghosted, dude." I'm like, he goes, fucking his son, Waylon, who's like the best pie maker you'll ever meet in your entire life. He lives over top of the shop. And Waylon was down there, and he goes, "Waylon, Johnny Love's gonna play for the rest of the night. You fucking do pies." And so just as I started to plug into play, a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in probably 30 years, this cat named Bo, comes in, and he's got like 2 cases, like suitcases with him, and a pig nose amp. And he was a harmonica player that I used to play with back like in the very early 90s, like in South Baltimore. And he comes in, and he sets these suitcases down, and I'm just getting ready to start playing. And he pulls this piece of paper out, and he goes, "Look at this." It was like a set list that he and I used to do at this joint called Mums in South Baltimore from like 1992, 93. And it was like, 20 songs. He goes, "You remember any of these?" I'm like, "Let's do it." and we played that whole set list last night and just fucking killed it too.
You remembered all the changes from that long ago?
I can't remember shit. But as soon as it went to the next song, I remembered. Because like when I cracked my skull open in fucking Missouri, I completely forgot how to play the guitar for a while. But I could play the piano. What the fuck?
I forgot.
Right?
I know you hurt yourself. Like fucking,
How fucking
you
weird is that?
You got chased by bees, didn't you?
I got 73 wasp stings running away because I was trying to get the cougar from under my goddamn porch.
There was a cougar under your porch?
All right. Here's the story.
This story gets better and better as it goes.
We get to Missouri. We got this gigantic deck on the front, right? It's huge. And it's got this lattice work that goes all the way around it, except for about 3 feet to where it's supposed to meet up with the wall on the other side. Well, there was a cougar living under the porch. And every morning, there would be between, 100 and 300 fucking deer in my front yard. Every morning. She didn't have to run. She could walk out, grab a snack, and then right behind the place at the, probably about 50 feet behind our place, there was a little street. So she had water, she had food, she had shelter, and then she would sun herself on the deck all day. And best cougar life ever. You know, I felt bad.
Yeah.
I felt bad for trying to kick her out. But around the lattice work, around the front, it was all like vines and shit. And so Elizabeth told me to get rid of the vines, and then you could see under the porch, and then she would probably get uncomfortable and move away. Well, I was allergic to everything that grew in Missouri. So I was wearing a mask like a full year before the pandemic happened. And I was like seriously allergic to everything that grew there. And so I'm wearing a mask. I've got sunglasses on, a baseball cap, went to Lowe's, got this battery powered hedge trimmer. And as soon as the fucking blades hit that fucking vines, these fucking wasps came out from everywhere.
Oh, God.
I had 73 times. And I'm running around the deck to get into my garage, which was down a little hill to get into the garage. Well, the mask fucking fogs up my sunglasses. I can't see where the fuck I'm going. And I landed head and shoulder first, cracked my fucking noggin open, dislocated my arm, snapped the top of the bone off, broke 3 ribs, fucking broke my knee.
Oh my God, dude.
I landed full on at full sprint. I was in full sprint and tripped and fell and just literally sailed down that hill and landed in that concrete garage. And it's like, you know that kind of garage floor that's just like shiny and nice and hard as hell.
Yeah.
It was that garage floor that I fell onto. And I bounced and I wiped out a couple things in the garage on my slide crash in there. And then I went out. I went out like a light. I was like, I cracked my skull. I was like, I was done. I woke up and it's fucking nighttime. I was doing this at noon, right? I woke up. It's nighttime. I'm in the middle of the yard laying there with my fucking arm like in front of my chest. And I'm like, what the fuck? So apparently, like, I got up and wandered around and collapsed.
Oh
the cougar,
imagining this.
To her fucking kudos, she never tried to eat me. Never.
Oh
so, so
that would have been like icing on the fucking cake.
I woke up. I walked into the place. I found my keys with my arm literally in front of my chest and drove myself somehow to Fort Leonard Wood Hospital, which is like 45 miles away. And they sent me 2.5 hours north of there to Columbia Orthopedic Institute. And when I got up there, there's 2 surgeons there. And one of them's like, that can't be fixed. That can't be. We got to take his arm off. And I'm like, fuck you. That ain't happening. I'm like, no, you will kill me first. And the other surgeon goes, no, it can be fixed, but I can't do it. So I sat there for like 2 fucking months. And they got this dude from the NFL, this surgeon guy from the NFL came in and did my surgery and kept my arm. Thank God. That was fucking scary as fuck. But yeah, the cougars still stayed there. And while I was healing up, I would forget that the cougar was still living under the porch. And I would open up the door and walk out and almost step on her head or her tail.
Oh, fuck.
And she would jump up, dive over the side of the fucking porch, and slowly looking back at me with like a pissed off look.
So, dude, what's up with the pie shop?
The pie shop is really awesome. It's dangerously delicious pies. It's a rock and roll punk rock pie shop that Rodney started, I think, in '99, and we used to do them out of our apartment. We used to sell pies out of our apartment because we had no T-shirts to sell, and that's how it all started. And now it's a chain. It's a franchise. It's all over the country, and but we have live music there. During like weekdays, that's like the best time. We'll book anybody there during the weekdays. Weekends, it's afternoon shows. And now that like spring's coming, it's we'll do like double, triple cool ass shows, and we're actually building a stage and everything. Like between the back of the pie shop, there's like this carriage house. That's like, this place is so old, man. It's like 1700s. There's a space between the pie shop and the carriage house where we like store all our dry goods and stuff, and that's where we all rehearse. Like everybody that works at the pie shop's a musician, and we all rehearse at the carriage house. So we're building a stage between the two, and we're gonna put some seating in, and it's gonna be sick as hell, man. We're gonna get some, between Rodney and I, we know most of the touring bands in the United States, and we're gonna have them all play the pie shop.
Well, I'd also like to put a plug out there, because if anybody is going to be coming through, I'm sure they're going to want to hit you up for somewhere to play. And,
yes, absolutely, man. Johnny freaking Love at yahoo.com, or Dangerous Pies at God knows, I think it's Gmail. Dangerous Pies at Gmail, or Instagram, or Dangerous Pies. It's everywhere. Yeah, of course. Yeah, hit us up. We would. Yeah, we want everybody, every cool motherfucker to come by, and without a doubt. April 8th, we got the Gunsmoke Sinners from New Jersey coming down, and it will be the opening very first gig of the Model Tease, which is my band, opening up for them on a Saturday afternoon, and it's gonna be awesome, dude. We have great shows there all the time. Super Suckers have played there. Like, everybody fucking plays there. Come to the pie shop. It's next level pie, and it's next level rock and roll. It's a perfect joint. I'm so fucking happy that Rodney, just came up with this idea out of nowhere when we ran out of T-shirts in Gainesville, Florida, like 30 years ago. And he's, no, I'm taking this. And he was like runner-up next. What was that? Next Food Network star on the Food Network and stuff. He beat Bobby Flay. He's a badass. He's like the older brother I never wanted. I love him to death, man. We played in bands together for years and years and years. So yeah, I'm beyond happy for everything that he's got going on, and will always support him for anything he's ever got going on. And he summoned me when I was in Nashville, and like, get your ass back to Baltimore where you belong. You got to make some pies. You got to play some music, man. I need your weirdness.
Weirdness
and
and pies and
yeah, weirdness, pies, and
rock
music.
and roll. And
And
I think
so so he and I have been recording some weird commercials together for the pie shop before he leaves.
we'll definitely have to make sure to link
We're
those up.
stacking them up, and they're very weird.
Yeah, make sure you send them to me so I
Very,
can link
very.
them up.
Oh yeah,
in the description.
You'll not have a choice but not see them because they're so fucking weird.
That's fantastic. Something Weird presents Pie Shop.
It's so fucking nice to talk to you, man.
Dude.
I fucking miss you, bro. Hey, man, I wish I could give you a big, gigantic hug right now. And for real, that was so fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, man, we're going to have to.
I'm blushing.
Well, not only will we have to do it again, but
miss you, brother.
We're going to do a little video jam session sometime soon, and we'll throw it up on the website too.
Hell yeah. I got my Gretsch back.
I got my telly.
I just got my Gretsch back. I'm so fucking excited because this Gretsch that it's like this particular guitar is like my favorite guitar I've ever played in my entire life. For real, it's like nothing sounds as good as this guitar. Nothing plays as good as this guitar. It is my baby.
I understand. I'm that way with my
And
telly.
I had to sell it when I got back here.
Oh.
And I sold it to somebody that was like, all right, you can buy it back.
Well, that's a good person. That's a good person.
Wow, and I just got it back.
All right, man. And so give me some plugs and some. What's the address for the pie shop, my friend?
It's 810 West 36th Street, Baltimore, Maryland, Hamden, 21211.
And online, and you can be found at?
Online, Johnny Freaking Love, FREAKIN Love at Yahoo. Anybody can get a hold of me anytime there.
And the Model Tease will be out with a recording soon enough?
The Model Tease are working our asses off right now. And hopefully we're going to get in the studio sooner than later. But I think we're going to start gigging out before we even come close to the studio. We're doing all the music that I recorded in Missouri. So like all the weird psychobilly stuff that I recorded, a couple of years ago, we're doing all that, but then we're meshing it in, and it's one of those things. I don't think we're going to go to the studio for another year, but I think we're going to be playing our asses off for the next year. We're gonna be playing a lot. It's really fucking. It's a great band, Skip. I cannot wait for you to see I'm taking myself out of it. I can't wait for you to see what my band does because they're so good.
Well, from the lineup,
so fucking good.
Well, from the lineup that you named, it sounds like you definitely have some heat with you. It's at this point that I also have to point out to anybody that's listening, you got to listen to the old stuff. Johnny Love and Speed, Mobtown Swing.
Mobtown Swing.
That record is just something else.
And
all right, man. Well, rock and fucking roll. It's been awesome.
All right, brother. I love you, man.
I love you.
Man, I miss you, dude.
You're going to have to
send me your email.
Yeah, you'll have to get over this side of the pond. Love you, dude.
All right. Peace, bro.
All right. That'll be all for today. Remember, peace, love throughout the world, and don't forget to rock and roll. All right. That'll be all for today. Remember, peace, love throughout the world, and don't forget to rock and roll.